That's right. Welcome back to True Talk Chelsea. As usual, I'm Palash, but unfortunately, we could not have Julia and Oliver with us tonight. We do have two guests with us. There's Sanjay and Chirag. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Balash.
So, the topic of today's video is going to be Chelsea's 2020-21 UCL campaign. We're going to be looking into our group, the fixtures, and then finally, we're going to be giving our predictions for this campaign. Till how far does Chelsea reach? So do watch the video till the end to know our prediction. Before starting, I would ask you guys to subscribe to our channel. A lot of y'all who've been viewing our content aren't subscribed yet. So it's a request to please subscribe to True Talk Chelsea. Let's get into it. So, as we know, we've been drawn into, I would say, a easy group with Sevilla, Krasnodar, and Rennes. Not quite a tough group. UCL campaign begins on the 20th of October against Sevilla, and the group stage campaign continues till the 8th of December against Krasnodar. And now we're going to be looking into all the three teams that we're going to be facing twice, as we know, in the group stage of the tournament. We're going to be talking about each of the three teams, their style of play in general, in brief, and our match against them. I'd be starting with the first team, Sevilla. As we know that Sevilla were the Europa League champions of last season. Amazing team, I'd say. They also went past two English clubs to reach that milestone of Manchester United and Wolves. Also gave a tough time to Bayern Munich in the Super Cup. This season, they've got 7 points from 3 matches. The only points that they've dropped were against FC Barcelona. They've managed to get a draw. Talking about the style of play, the manager, Julian Lopetegui, plays a possession-based 4-3-3 attack, which is hard to break. Maybe Frank chooses to play on counter-attacks like he did against Manchester City and Liverpool, with the pace of Pulisic and Werner and the creative ability of Ziyech and Havertz. We also might be using a pivot too. Well, they have a good squad. Also have some midfield recruitments of Rakitic and Oscar. Also got a great team. Luke De Jong, Suso, Monier, and an amazing centre-back of Jules Koundé. They did lose Reguilon in the summer, but they also replaced him smartly with Acuna. Overall, I think they've had a great transfer window, and they look pretty strong again. Got great manager. And I think the team that comes ahead this time, who gets the better of the other team, would go on to top this group. So the difficulty that I'd give against 2 matches of Sevilla would be 4 out of 5. Now we're going to have Chirag speaking about the next team.
Thank you, Balash. So, first, speaking about the club, I think most of our viewers won't be knowing much about the club. FC Kras or FC Krasnodar is the Russian league club which finished third last season. They got into the Europe Champions League playoff round, and in the Champions League playoff round, they defeated PAOK on an aggregate score of 4-2. They are a relatively new team in the system. They were just founded in 2008, but they already have an ample amount of European fixture experience. The best finish they had in the Europa League were when they reached the round of 16 but lost to Valencia. They also have big match experience as they have wins registered over tier 1 clubs like Dortmund, Sevilla, and Bayer Leverkusen. Last time they played an English team was way back in 2014-15 when they got better of Everton, drawing one game while winning the other. Currently, they sit in the 8th position with 10 matches played, but 6 points behind the top position. They also play a similar style of play like Sevilla, playing a attacking 4-3-3, but they are not as strong defensively as we know Sevilla is. The players to watch out for me is their number 7 Cabella, who is making a comeback this season after an ACL rupture the previous season. He's a quick, versatile player who can play on either wings or behind the striker. He has also gained some PL experience as he has played for club like Newcastle. The biggest problem I feel in this fixture is not the team, but the travel that our team has to make to Russia. That travel is accompanied with hectic schedule as we play 3 away games in 7 to 8 days. That includes first game at Old Trafford against Manu, then we move to Russia, and then we move to Turf Moor where we face Burnley. I expect Frank will surely use his bench strength to get best out of the players. This is relatively not a difficult fixture, but you cannot rule out a Russian team anyhow. So I will rate this difficulty as 2.5 out of 5.
Finally, just like the last season, we have a French opponent, Rennes. Rennes is a club who qualified for the Champions League for the first time by finishing third in the league behind Marseille and PSG, but ahead of our last season French opponent, Lille. They were in the Europa League last season but got knocked out by finishing fourth in the group. Their captain, Damien Da Silva, who scored against the recent draw against Reims. Their best and young talent is Kamavinga, who has been eyed by many European giants. The 17-year-old scored an insane overhead kick and first goal for his country against Ukraine, who got thrashed 7-1. Last season, he played primarily as a defensive midfielder. This season has been evolving to play as a central midfielder, but while also playing attacking mid ones. In his first 6 games of the season, he has 1 goal, 1 assist. Kamavinga continues to look vital for Rene. Although their team doesn't look very good, they are definitely underrated and should not be underestimated as they are league leaders of Ligue 1. I'm rating them 3 out of 5 difficulty and would get knocked out, to the Europa League. And also, we signed their goalkeeper Edward Mendy, who was insane for them last year. So that also is an advantage for us.
So now we've had a look on all the three teams in our group. I must say it's not as simple as it seems. We also had Spanish opposition last time, uh, against whom we lost one game, and I think we drew the other game, but we finished second behind them. So, what are your realistic hopes from this season? Chirag, you should go first. What do you predict? Where will Chelsea go?
First of all, group qualification is must. Like it's with this group, it should not be even a question for Frank that he should be qualifying or not. But he would prefer a first position unless we are getting some injury concerns or some big match inexperience against Sevilla. But I think we can easily finish first in this group, and that is more important because of the draws we get in the next round. We have seen 2 or 3 group of deaths already, so we might be facing a tougher opponent if we finish at the second position.
And Sanjay, what do you have to say about our hopes and your predictions for Chelsea's campaign?
We have spent over 200 million,
Yeah,
and so with all the signings, and we have a pretty good experience UCL squad with likes of Havertz, Werner, Thiago Silva, Ziyech. So I must say we must finish first, or else it's kind of a demotivating thing. But yes, we must qualify.
definitely. Qualification is must. We could reflect on the fact that we did make it to knockout stages last time, but we were rather unfortunate to be drawn against Bayern Munich. That is the consequence of us finishing second. And that is why I believe we should aim for the first spot, because if we finish second, we're going to be getting a very good team. And that's for sure. That's killer blow to our hopes for this season. I personally feel with the money that we've spent and with the knockout stages, the team will have some time to gel with each other, increase chemistry, increase awareness of each other's style of play. I would expect us to reach the quarterfinals at least, and I wouldn't rule out a surprise semi-final entrance. I wouldn't expect anything more than that, but I could, I do see us getting into the last eight at least.
I completely agree with you, Kalash. Semi-final won't be a bad place to be if we get a bit
Yeah, it
easier
all
fixtures.
depends
I
on the
would say
draw.
that's how.
And who knows?
Yeah, that's how it
Like
will go.
2012, nobody expected us to win. So we might make a remontada, and make it to the finals. Maybe.
Now we've gone through the three teams.
Hopes.
We've given our predictions. All of us think that it's the quarterfinals at least, if not the semifinals. All depends on the draw. You get an easy draw, you never know you're in the finals. Like Spurs were a couple of seasons ago, never finalist of UCL. So I think that'll be the end of the video. Make sure you like this video. We are aiming for 50 likes. As I said, do comment your predictions for Chelsea's UCL campaign. And please subscribe to Talk Chelsea. Until next time, see ya.